Hello kids, a very good morning to you. I am Monisha from Bharathidhasanar Matriculation School. Today I am going to take 6th standard social studies. The topic is the river valley civilization. In that we are going to discuss here is Mesopotamian civilization. In that we are going to discuss here is Mesopotamian civilization. So now you are hearing a word civilization, right? This is a new word for you. So first of all we would learn the meaning, what is meant by civilization. We will see is. Okay, so in this chapter what are all the contents we are going to discuss here. First we see, that is, the first is meaning of civilization. The second we are going to see here is characteristics of civilization. The second topic is characteristics of civilization. The third one is the extent of civilization. Then art and architecture. The next, development in science, MENT, development in science. The last is decline. Okay, so these are all the topics we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is meaning of civilization, characteristics of civilization, extent of civilization, art and architecture, social divisions, then trade and commerce, then development in science. At the last we are going to see here is decline. Okay, first we will see, children, what is meant by civilization. Okay, so the word civilization stands for the process of achieving high order in social development. Okay, the process of achieving a high order. The process of achieving high order, HIGHI, order. Okay, so the process of achieving a high order in social development is said to be the civilization. Okay, in this period a man began to use his knowledge, a man began to learn new things, he started inventing the new things. Okay, he began to use his knowledge, he began to learn and read. Okay, he began to fulfill his basic needs by itself. Okay, so in this stands for civilization. The next we are going to see here is characteristics, features of the civilization. Okay, so characteristics in Tamil we can say it as a பண்புகள். Okay, நம்ம எதை வச்சு civilization அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு டிசைட் பண்றோம். The first point, it should be consist of towns and cities, that is presence of the first point is presence of towns and cities. The presence of towns and cities. Okay, then the second point here is, that is agriculture, which means the place we need to produce a crops, that means agriculture irukonu, kandipa and edathila enna irukonu, crop production irukonu. Okay, so the second point is agriculture. Definitely it should be agriculture is to be done in that place. Okay, so crop production it should be there, that is the second point. Okay, so the first point is said to be presence of towns and cities. The second point is agriculture. Definitely in that place the crop production is to be done. Then third point, okay, different religion beliefs should be there. The third point is different religion belief. Okay, then the fourth point is There should be trading. Trading should be there, which means we need to exchange goods. Vanigam, vyabara irukano. Okay. So the fourth point is trading. Then the fifth point is art and craft work. The fifth point is art and craft work. The fifth point is art and craft work, which means அங்க இருக்கிற peoples என்ன செஞ்சிருக்கணும், புதுசான things invent பண்ணிருக்கணும். Okay, அந்த கைவினை பொருட்கள்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல. Okay, so they are all said to be done. Okay, so this is the characteristics of a civilization. Yes, that is they need to invent the things. Okay, they need to invent the new things. The sixth point is they need to invent the new things. The last point is a strong centralized government. Okay, with this they need to implement the laws. Okay, a strong centralized government it should be there. L-I-Z-E-D, centralized, a strong centralized government. G-O-V-E-R-N-M-E-N-T. Okay, so with this government they need to implement the laws. So these are the characteristics of the civilization, that is presence of towns and cities. The second point is agriculture, that is a crop production. Then the third point is different religious belief. The fourth point art and craft work. Then the fifth point is they need to invent the new things. The sixth point is that is a strong and centralized government. The next topic we are going to see here is earliest civilization. Okay, the earliest civilization which flourished on the bank of the river, that is the fourth civilization. That is first one is Egyptian civilization. Okay, the Egyptian civilization flourished on the bank of the river Nile. R-I-V-E-R, river Nile, N-I-L-E, Nile. Okay, the second one is a Mesopotamian civilization. The Mesopotamian civilization which is flourished on the river bank of Tigris and Euphrates. T-I-G-R-I-S, Tigris and Euphrates. E-U-P-H-R-A-T-E-S, Tigris and Euphrates. Then the Chinese civilization, the third civilization is the Chinese civilization. The Chinese civilization which is flourished on the bank of river Huangho, H-W-A-N-G-O-H-O. Okay, then the fourth one, that is the Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization which is flourished on the bank of river Indus, I-N-D-U-S. Okay, so these are the four ancient civilizations which flourished at the bank of the river. Okay, so next we are going to see the reason why the people settled down nearby the river bank. Okay, the first one is the river provide abundant water supply. So this is the first reason the people who settled to nearby bank, river bank. Okay, so the rivers provided abundant water supply. So this is the reason to settle the people nearby the river banks. Okay, then second one, the land which is present nearby the river are said to be very fertile. Okay, so if we said to be the land is said to be very fertile, the crop production is very high, right? Okay, so this is the second reason for that. The people settle down nearby the river bank. Then the third one, the river act as a transport. It means means of transport and means of communication. River provides a means of transport and means of communication. This is the third reason. Then the fourth one, climatic conditions of the nearby the river is said to be warm and pleasant. Okay, so these are the four reasons the people love to settle down nearby the river bank. That is, the first one is a river The river provide a means of transport and means of communication. The fourth point is the climate is said to be warm and pleasant. Next, we are going to see the word Mesopotamian is derived from the Greek word. Okay, the word Mesopotamian is derived from the Greek word. The word Mesos, M-E-S-O-S, Mesos, which means between, B-E-T-W-E-E-N, between. Okay, Potamus, P-O-T-A-M-O-S, Potamus, which means land between the, rivers, which means rivers. Okay, so Mesos means a between, Potamus means river, okay, which means the land between the two rivers. Okay, next we see extent of the civilization, Mesopotamian extend in modern Iraq, which is a part of Iran. Now it is a part of Iran in the Western Asia. In the period of about 4000 BCE to 3500 BCE. The period of about 4000 BCE to 3500 BCE. Okay, so the Mesopotamian means the land between the two rivers. Okay, so the land between the two rivers. So what are the two rivers? That is nothing, children, that is a Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, so the Mesopotamian means the land present in between the two rivers, that is Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, so the southernmost region of this civilization are said to be Sumer. Okay, the southernmost. Okay, so the southernmost region of the civilization are called Sumer, and the people are called as Sumerians. Okay, the people are called as Sumerians. The southernmost region of this civilization is Sumer, and the people were called as Sumerians. Next, in the northwest of Sumer region were known as Babylonia and Akkad. Okay, so the northwest of a Sumer region is known as Babylonia and Akkad. The island in the north was called as Assyria. The island in the north was called as an Assyria. Okay, the island in the north was called as an Assyria. The next we are going to see the sources. Okay, the sources itself we will analyze archaeological sources and literary sources. Okay, so the archaeological sources, that is Ziggurat, Z-I-G-G-U-R-A-T, Ziggurat. Okay, so the archaeological sources, the Ziggurat, which is a temple. Okay, it is present at the state Ud. Cut. Sir. So the sources which is derived, the archaeological sources and literary sources. So the archaeological sources we see means Ziggurat, that is Ud. The second one is an epic of Gilgamesh. The second sources, that is literary source, that is epic of Gilgamesh, G-I-L-G-A-M-E-S-H. Okay, so second one is a epic of Gilgamesh. Okay, so Ziggurat is a temple, I said. It is present at Ud. Okay, it is present at Ud. It provides a lot of information about the Mesopotamian civilization. Okay, so this is a epic. Okay, the Gilgamesh is a king. Okay, ivaroda epic, that is a book. Avaroda patti Puranangal solradha Gilgamesh. Epic of Gilgamesh also provide a lot of information about the Mesopotamian civilization. Okay, so I hope children you all enjoy this session. So for what are all the topic we have discussed here, I will give a small recap. That is, first we saw about the meaning of civilization. Then we saw about the characteristics of civilization. Then we saw about the four earliest civilization, that is Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization, and the last is Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so next we saw about the reason why the people settled down nearby the river bank. Next we saw about the meaning of Mesopotamian civilization, and last we saw about the sources. Okay, I hope children you all enjoy this session. Okay, for further information we have attached the study material, question bank, and self-assessment. Go through it and understood how much you have understood the concept. Thank you.